I have a quote here from Hillary.
Worse. And here's the data that kind of prove it.
I don't know if she made it here or in Iowa. Honestly, I'm going to read you what she said, and you tell me if this isn't kind of scary.
1-800-548.
I have a million ideas.
Okay, or 8255.
The country can't afford them all.
Right back.
I don't make these things up. I don't make these quotes up. This is 13. I have a million ideas. That's good.
Now we know that logic never.
The country can't afford them all.
Especially when you're
The real question is, can the country afford any of them?
When it comes to car insurance, joining the crew
All
would be a good thing.
is getting into amounts of money that,
Drivers switch to Geico for
in order for government to produce it, you see, this isn't a joke because the reality is, when you spend all this money unwisely and irresponsibly, we put a lid on your growth. Here's the genius of America. Here's why America is the most successful economy in the history of the world. The most successful, not just at creating wealth, but at moving people out of poverty. Why? Is it because we have a large central government? Well, lots of countries have large and central governments, and they don't produce the wealth or move the people out of poverty that we do. Why has America been successful? We've been successful because we're the country with the biggest private sector. We're the country that has retained a large, active, very vital private sector. When you grow government because you want to make people happy, without thinking of the consequences of it, you put a lid on the private sector. You put a lid on that growth. When you start to reduce the size of government, which I'm good at, and I know how to do, and I've done, when you reduce the size of government, even the growth of government, and you lower taxes, you're taking the lid off that private sector. And we're giving you the opportunity to make the sky the limit. Because the private sector can make the sky the limit. Government can't. Government can try to control results. Tries to make sure that all things are controlled properly. And then it holds the lid on growth. And that's why, if you look at the John Kennedy tax cuts, or you look at the Ronald Reagan tax cuts, or you look at the George Bush tax cuts on a national level, or you look at my tax cuts in New York City, they were all followed by an expanding economy, meaning more jobs, more growth, more opportunity. And we need a president who understands that. We need a president who understands that and can explain it to the American people. And we need a president who can stand against what the Democrats have in store for us, which is those millions of ideas that are going to send us into bankruptcy. And I don't just mean Hillary Clinton. That could just as easily have been said, I think, by John Edwards or Barack Obama. They all have millions of ideas, and they don't bother to figure out how much this is going to cost you, like the Hillary baby bond idea. She kept that one for 4 days. That's long term. We got her off that one in 4 days when we did the arithmetic and figured out if you send out baby bonds for $5,000 each to every baby born, that's going to cost us $21 billion. But, and then it's going to cost us more because you have to have somebody print the bonds and put a picture on the bonds and send them out. That costs money. And people just don't print and put pictures on bonds for nothing. You got to pay it.
Welcome back to the program.
Well, she got off that idea.
Talk to Nurse Heather.
That's the good news. The bad news is she substituted it with, she's going to give everybody $1,000 as an incentive toward a 401k.
But I think you need less.
That sounds good until you figure out that costs even more than the baby bonds. We're going in the wrong direction here. That costs $25 billion.
He's got a great question about
we've got to have a president who understands fiscal restraint, who understands cutting taxes, and who understands that these are the things that grow an economy. These are the things that give you a chance to have a better job, to expand your business, to take government a little bit more off your back. And if anybody in this country understands that, the people of New Hampshire understand it. I mean, you understand that fiscal discipline, which sounds like kind of really tough, is really a wonderful idea. It's a great idea. It leads to growth. So you can ask me about any of my commitments. You can ask me about that. Please don't ask me about baseball. Please.